Good morning, students. This is Vasudeva Rao, TGT Social Studies, AP Balayogi Gurukulam, Sri Krishnapuram, Vishakhapatnam district. Today, we are going to learn tanks and groundwater part 1. This is the third module of 7th class. Students, are you identify a structure here? That structure is called as tank or cheruvu in Telugu. This kind of structures are there in your village also. Who built these tanks in the olden days? Now we will discuss about that topic. For thousands of years, our ancestors have tried to use runoff rainwater by building tanks. We have evidence of tanks built and used for agriculture from the times of the megaliths. You will be reading about the Kakatiyas and Vijayanagara kings and Nayakas who built a large number of tanks in Telangana and Rayalaseema also. This enables the extension of agriculture into these areas. To this day, most of the villages in the regions have at least one or two major tanks. In your village also one or two major tanks are there. Am I right? How were the tanks built? The tanks were usually built by building a strong wall of stones and mud across a small stream in such a way that with a wall of just one side, a large lake could be formed. Look at the picture below. One tank is there filled with full of water. So many green fields are there. One farmer is also plugging the land. All these activities are done with the help of water. Am I right? Are you agree with that statement? The tanks were sometimes built by a king, a military leader, Nayaka, or often by the people of the village themselves. In building the tank, everyone in the village contributed for expenses and labor. All people of the village together maintained the tank by repairing the that wall, or removing silt from the bed. They also took care so that no one stopped the water which flowed into the tank. They also appointed a person to regulate the use of the water from the tank. This particular person is called Nerati or Neeru Katte Manishi. How did the tanks help? Tanks are very much useful to the people for their day-to-day activities. Particularly, irrigate their lands, drinking water for people and their animals also, to increase the water level in the wells nearby the tanks. Tank and tank bed could be used for raising crops like vegetables. Tanks preventing runoff rainwater. That means soil erosion. Tank silt may be used for their fields as a manure. Tanks are belongs to all the peoples of the village, like fishes, water and all. So tanks are very much useful to the people of the village, people of the area and all. But today most of the village tanks are dried up. Already we learned in the 6th class Salakam Cheruvu. Are you identify a picture? That is the picture of the Salakam Cheruvu at present. Because of they are not doing any desiltation works in the tank, so that the tank looks like at present. During the last 20 or 30 years, the tanks have been neglected. Repairs to the tank, resulting etc. have not been done regularly. People also have gradually taken over the land of the tank for building houses or for agriculture. Instead of caring for the tanks, we have been digging deeper and deeper tube wells at great expenses, but they only benefit a few and in the long run deplete water resources also. On the other hand, tanks built resources for all. But nowadays, the government take an action to improve the village tanks through MNREGA program. Thank you, one and all. Again, we will meet and another lesson. ధన్యవాదాలు.